What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday, guys. Wednesday. I'm here to tell you guys about the story of the ostrich. All right? Sorry about the light. I know I look like a ghost, but that's okay. It's because I'm outside in the sun. So, story of the ostrich. One day, happy little ostrich named Ziggy was walking around the safari. And as he was walking around, he hears a rustle coming from the bushes. And he notices it's a hungry lion. So Ziggy, quickly, with his smart thinking, takes his head, dips it into the sand, and brings his body down flat to the ground to cover his neck and to make his body look like a mound of dirt and rocks. And he stayed there until the predator passed over him. Now the hungry lion, he was a little confused at first and saw this. Saw the little mound, walks up to Ziggy, and just gives him a little kick with his foot. As the lion shakes his head, he eats Ziggy up. Because it turns out that ostriches don't actually stick their head in the sand when there's danger, because it doesn't work. And the same goes for us. When we have an issue in our lives, there's a lot of us that will just stick our head in the dirt and hope that it just passes by. But in turn, it ends up making things so much worse. So much worse. Let me tell you about myself, guys. Back in 2008, I had just finished my first 2 years of college. I had a credit card, and I was working a little bit, but I wanted a nice car. And I used that credit card to pay for a bunch of cool items to put on my car, and it was amazing. I enjoyed that summer very much. It was great. I actually took it racing quite often. It was great. But I obviously accrued quite a bit of credit card debt within those 3 months of time. By the end of the summer, I had pulled together roughly about $6,000. Nothing crazy, but you know, when you're 20 years old, that's a good amount of debt. Then the following year, I ended up getting a promotion at my job and making almost double the amount of money I was making. And tell me why I didn't use all that extra income to pay down or pay off my credit card bill. Yeah, it's for that same reason. I chose to not look at it. I made my monthly dues, my minimum payments, maybe put a little bit extra on top to help build credit, like everyone tells you, but it didn't seem like a problem, but it was. And slowly but surely, the credit card started building up, and it actually grew to about $10,000 by the next year. Because again, I was just kind of ignoring it. I was making good money, and yet every single weekend I was going out, spending hundreds of dollars at the bars and clubs, because by that time it was now 21 years old, and paid nothing off. Still. And then by the next year, here we are, making good money, opening more cards, because they're all at their limits. And by the end of the third year, I had accrued about $20,000 worth of debt. And none of that makes any sense. But it was just avoiding it. It was just pure avoidance, because it just was so difficult to deal with the issue head on that I chose to kind of ignore it and pretend like it wasn't there until it would pass by. but it would never pass by, because the fact is that's not how issues work. That's not how problems in your life are solved. They don't just disappear. Somebody has to do something actively to fix it. And you guys know who that someone is? You. That someone is you, guys. If you have any kind of problem in your life, I don't care what it is, you're the only person who's going to fix it. And that's the only way things are going to get better. Whether it's a debt or a bad relationship or a weight problem, you're the only person that can fix those problems, but you have to admit it and face it head on. You can't bury your head in the sand. Don't turn out to be like poor old Ziggy and get eaten by the hungry lion. All right? It doesn't work. Yes. So, just to catch you guys up to speed, over the last 2 years, I definitely faced it head on. Worked my butt off. Didn't really go out very much. I still don't really go out very much. And I put as much as I could down to it. I paid off everything, with the exception of I only have one credit card open now. It's only $1,400. That's it. I'm working on that too. But I'm leaving that one open on purpose. But I paid off the rest of the $18,500 that I owed in credit card debts, guys. So there is a happy ending to my story. Hopefully there's a happy ending to your guys' story as well, okay? So whatever your problem is, please, please just admit it to yourself, look it square in the face, and attack it. Now, just so you guys know, if you guys need help with that, I have online training now available. First month is only $5. You guys can click the link. I believe it's going to be above me. Go ahead and click that link, guys. Follow the login screen. You can click the button. It'll say to click here to subscribe, and then fill out your information, and we'll get you guys set up so you guys can attack your weight problem. Or if you guys want to build muscle, we can attack that as well head on. All right? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Happy Wednesday.